Welcome to a new video in my home automation series, and today I'm trying this slightly different format where I would do the unboxing and setup of this camera or this product live, and probably it's going to be a long video, but then I would probably create a shorter video with some of the sample footage that I would gather in a couple of weeks time. And at least that's going to be a shorter video, so if somebody's interested in the the summary, they can view that one, and if somebody's interested in the details, then there is this video where I'm going to go through this whole thing. And I'm reviewing this Annke security camera, and I have received this after I have received the video doorbell, and I was quite happy with this video doorbell. It works fairly good. It's not really a high-end model, but it's sort of like a budget model, but it does all the the bells and whistles that you expect. And I'm assuming that this security camera also follows the same thing. So when we look at the listing, you can see that it's not exactly an expensive camera, but by the specs of it, it seems to pack all the the features that you expect nowadays with security camera. I mean, this particular model, I can already see that there is a PIR motion sensor, which I always like because it's much better than any other motion sensor. And it looks like that it has human recognition, pet recognition, and car recognition. So we will see about that. So let's pack it up. So let's unpack it. But before that, let's look at the listing so you can see what this is about. And so it is called the Custos, Annke Custos, and as you can see, it's available for 40 quid at the moment. So it was 50, but it's 40. And yeah, so 3 megapixels, so it's not really like a 4K camera or anything like that. And it is solar paneled. It has a built-in battery inside, which is rechargeable, obviously with a solar panel or USB. And it has two-way audio, local storage, works with Alexa, and strobe and siren. So pretty much the same functionality as the doorbell. I mean, yeah, probably the only other thing this camera doesn't have is a button. Like a doorbell has obviously a button, so you can wake it up. But yeah, I mean, other than that, the specs are, just standard specs. But with this price, I don't think that we can really complain. And it's using the same Vico Home app as the other one. So this is like the consumer, the really consumer range of Annke. So at least I would be able to use the same app. So the only other reservation I had in the past with the Annke doorbell is that the app always ask you, are you sure you want to sign up for a cloud subscription? And I always say, no, let's just continue with the free plan. And it's happy to work with a free plan, but it's, keeps asking you. But yeah, that's it. I guess they, expect some people to sign up and then they get some extra revenue so they can, sell the cameras on a lower margin. Okay, let's do the unboxing. We get a sticker, user manual. I want to assume that it comes in a few different languages. Oh, it's not that big. No, it's actually one single language. You see all the bits and pieces that you get in the kit. And okay, let's put this out of the way. And oh, it has a certain weight to it. It looks nice. Let's remove the film. So this is the PIR sensor, and that's the camera. And there are some stuff on the upper side. There is mounting bracket, QR code, and I assume this is the stuff where the SD card goes in. And then yeah, USB-C charging. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. So that's just the container for the camera, and we probably have another one for some of the accessories. Yeah. So we get this mounting stand. I quite like it. This has this collar, so you loosen it and then it moves, and then you can tighten it. And then it fixes the position, and then you can screw this in here. So So I think it's a nice mounting option because it allows, like, you know, side mounting, but if you move it there, you can put it on the ceiling. I guess you can put it like sort of like 90 degrees like that. So yeah, quite smart. That's okay. And I think we have a USB-C cable, USB-A to USB-C. So if you don't get the solar panel, then you can charge it like that. Couple of screws and a mounting template that you can see up down there. Okay, so I think it's a decent set of things in a box. So let me just put the box out of the way. And then let's look at the solar panel. Positioning sticker, solar panel, quick start guide. And we have a solar panel. Nice. And that also comes with a USB-C. So quite a long cable. And this also has the same, well, very similar style of mounting. So I think I'm just going to leave this in. I'm going to run this from the USB for the time being, but that's a, you know, nice kit. By the way, let me check because let me check the website, because I think a rechargeable battery. Yeah, because the thing, so the listing. So this is only the camera. So the solar panel is probably sold separately. Strange, because it doesn't say solar panel here. It just says rechargeable and solar powered. Okay, but I would have assumed that this price does not contain the solar panel. There is no other images. Specification. What's in the box? Brackets. So it doesn't have the solar panel. So that's only for the camera itself. Okay. No worries there. Let's move this out of the way, and then I can unpack this. And let's plug this in. And I think before I connect the camera, I should find an SD card as well. I would need that to gather some sample footage anyway. So I have a 32 gig Samsung. I'm not really sure what I used this before, but I have quite a few of these SD cards for these cameras for testing. So let's see. So you slide it in. I'm not really sure which way, you know, not this way, the other way. Okay, that's done. So let's connect it. Okay, so now we should start this Vico Home app, Vico Home. So you can see the smart doorbell is already here. And so plus add a new device. It is a battery device. Long press the emits a sound. Okay, I didn't hear any sound, so I'm going to long press. So the button is down here. Okay. Oh, it's already recognized it. Okay, so I had to give him my Wi-Fi user SSID and password, and now it is setting up the device.
Connection succeeded.
That sounds good. Custos. Front door. Okay, let's say it's a front door. Let's start. Please, yeah. How do you want to use solar panel? Auto on after charging. Yeah. Choose installation. Okay, so I have these installation options. Best mode for motion detection. Okay. Adjust the height. mounting the camera, and we are all done. I agree that we are all done. And so let's just, do we want to update? Okay, let's update. So whilst we wait for the update, just again, it's, yeah, I like this camera. I mean, it's, you know, a small thing. It's a bit chunky, mostly because of the batteries inside, but still it's a good size. It's an interesting play with the, you know, you know, shapes here with this slightly slanted diagonal. I can see a hole here, so that's for the microphone. So this must be the PIR. The speaker is on the back, and we have a status LED here, which is blinking now that it's downloading stuff. And I think this is probably like some sort of night light. We will see when we get access to the app. But yeah, this is shiny plastic all around, and that's it. So the only thing is that, oh yeah, and just notice this flip has two, you know, small flips. So when you have the solar panel plugged in, then you can, you know, like protect the SD card and only open up this small one to plug in the USB-C for the solar panel. So that's smart, because I was concerned that, you know, the water can get in through these openings here for the SD card and the reset button, but that's not going to be the case. And probably this sort of, it must have some Bluetooth or something, so it was pretty fast for the app to find the new device, which is really nice. So now it's doing the update. It's 99%. By the way, some reason I also should get this one updated, but it doesn't do that. I always get errors, but this ran flat, so probably I need to put it on a charge for a little bit longer. But yeah, let's see once this is fully updated with the latest firmware. Okay, it's done. So let's see. Oh yeah, it's looking at the ring light, so it's not seeing much. But yeah, you can see that it works. Where the stream is very quick, I have to say that. That's really nice, and that's probably not even the highest resolution. So I'm not going to do the audible alarm, and I'm not going to do press to speak as well, because since I'm doing the recording on my phone, that's not going to work anyway. But I can turn on the white light. Ooh, that's quite bright. And I can put the camera to sleep. I can do, you know, sort of like full screen. The screen is very responsive. That's really nice. I mean, it's really fast, I have to say. Usually there is more delay in the stream, but not in this case. And it sort of, you know, quickly responds to different lighting conditions, and it's not bad. It's definitely a nice camera. Okay, fine. So let's look at the settings. So here we get most of the, you know, the main features, and so the sound and the press to speak for the two-way audio, and I can do on the clock wheel and see what in the settings. So Wi-Fi, online status. So the layout is pretty much the same as for the previous camera. I can tell you that already. And we have an SD card. I have no idea what's on the SD card, but let's just format it. It's probably been used for a different camera in the past, so I don't think it has anything important on it. So quickly, motion detection. So we can enable the motion detection. We have 3 levels of sensitivity. We have recording settings on, you know, how long we want to record. So cooldown time, recording duration, and then there is another SD card recording mode, and then cooldown. So that's basically just you know, stops or lowers the number of consecutive recordings. And sleep, put the camera in the sleep after recording. Yeah, you can do that to save more battery. But what I usually find is, especially with the solar panels, the solar panel is really, sized for these devices quite well. So I never put these cameras to sleep, and they are always fine. So sleep schedule, you can do that as well, and schedule settings, and you can add sleep plans. So if you don't want the device to do any recording in certain times, which could be also useful if you don't want, let's say it's an indoor camera, maybe in an office, you don't want to record in office hours or in out of office hours. Okay, notification settings, yeah, you can do push notifications. And okay, so this is where all the paid features come in, same as the previous model. So if you want these, these activity zone or pet detection or anything, that you have to pay for a subscription. So these AI features are not available on a free plan at all. And you have alarm settings, so audible alarm or flashlight alarm. I don't want any of these, but you can see, you can read the text behind it or below that. And video settings, resolution. Oh, I can change the recording resolution to, okay, let's do 2K. Rotate the image. No, I don't want to do that. Anti-flicker, 50 Hertz, night vision, black and night mode, and color mode. So what I usually find, especially with these cheaper cameras, that if you leave it in black and white mode, then the night footage is much better. It's less blur, so you can easily, identify faces or something like that. But you can leave it on color as well. But obviously, for a cheaper sensor or a lower end camera, I think you are better off with black and white. So I'm just going to leave it that. And the SD card, okay, it doesn't have any recordings yet. And light settings, yeah, you can turn off this indicator light. Power settings, power source, solar panel, yep. Audio settings, you can set the recording, the level of the built-in speaker. Camera voice, English. Oh, you can change between these languages. Oh, that's nice. And I want to record audio, and I want to record live audio and the video audio for the video recording as well. Yeah, pretty standard features. And you can share with other users. And you can also access the installation guide from here, which is pretty much the same thing that we had to go through before. And that's it. So it has not recorded anything yet, because I remember that you go into this, oh no, it does. So you go into this envelope thing, and then this is how you can access the recordings. And it's going to show you up here that, on which days you have recordings. And by the way, even with the free tier, I think the last 7 days of recording are stored in the cloud. And then there is a lot more in the SD card. So you can see that these are all funny. None of them are on the SD card. I think because none of them in the SD card, because probably these are recordings that was done before I formatted the full SD card. But I can show you the same in the doorbell. So, well, it's not going to have any either, because it was asleep for so many time, for such a long time. But you can see if I go back, ooh, the battery on this was flat for such a long time. I don't remember when I used this camera for the last time, but normally in here it also shows you the days where recordings are available. But again, if you're following up these recordings on a daily or at least weekly basis, then you can just easily access them from here. So yeah, I think this is when I came in and I plugged it on charge. So yeah. Oh no, that's the footage from the doorbell. So basically you can see the footage from every single camera here. Yeah, now I can see that these are the footage from the doorbell. And of course, once this starts recording, then they would appear here as well. So probably I need to leave this on charge, and then you can filter on which cameras you want to see. And then this activity zone, that's the that's the one which is subject to purchasing this advanced plan, awareness plan, where you can set these, you can enable these additional features. And it's nothing on the user side. Yeah, you can upgrade to these paid features. So you can see the price here. For some reason it's appearing as pounds for me, and you can have a 1 month free trial. But I think that should be pretty much it. And obviously now I'm going to mount this camera outside, probably leave it for a couple of weeks, and I will come back with a summary video with some sample footage so you can see how it actually performs and what, you know, live footage I managed to create. Oh, by the way, we are getting the first motion detection. You can see the notification. The notification here. So if I go, yeah, you can see the Custos has created this first recording. And that was the point when I picked up the camera. And the sound is coming through as well. So it took a little bit of time for probably this footage to go up to the cloud and come back as a notification. But if I go to the SD card, Custos, then at least I should have a recording now. No, no, it's here. Yeah, play. It's here. It's playing from the SD card. Okay, so that's the same feature as I had experience with the smart doorbell as well. Okay, folks, I think that should be all for now as a quick, not so quick preview, but, you know, unboxing and setting up. And you can expect a sort of like a summary review in probably in a couple of weeks' time or a month's time. But I think that should be all for now. If you are interested in this camera, there's going to be purchasing links down in the video description. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video.